She cried at the Christmas party. And everyone laughed. But 6 months later, she owned the building they were standing in. Picture this. A crowded Christmas party. Lights everywhere, music playing, champagne glasses clinking. And in the corner, a woman. Quietly crying. Signing divorce papers. While her husband and his friends laughed and took shots across the room. Everyone saw her. Nobody helped her. Some even whispered behind her back, "Poor thing. She has nothing now." But here's the thing nobody in that room knew. She was a billionaire's daughter. And she had just started playing the game. This is the story of Maya Reeves, a woman who lost everything on paper. But walked away with more than anyone could imagine. And if you think this is just some feel-good story, wait. Because what she did in those 6 months after that party is something that will completely change how you think about quiet people, wealth, and what losing actually looks like. Let's go back to the beginning. Maya grew up rich. Not normal rich, we're talking private jets, multiple homes. A father who built a real estate empire from nothing rich. But Maya never talked about it. She went to a regular college. Got a normal job in marketing. And when she met Daniel, a charming, loud, life of the party type, she fell hard. She never told him about her family's money. Not because she was hiding it. But because for the first time in her life, someone liked her for her. Or so she thought. They got married fast. And for 3 years, things were okay. But Daniel started changing. He got comfortable. Started spending money that wasn't his. Making decisions she didn't agree with. And slowly, he started treating Maya like she was invisible. He made jokes at her expense at parties. He told his friends she was too emotional. He stopped seeing her as a person and started seeing her as someone who was just there. And Maya, she stayed quiet. She kept the peace. She smiled through the pain because she genuinely believed people could change. They can't always. And Daniel was proof. By November of that year, the marriage was done. Daniel had already been talking to a lawyer. He was confident, he thought Maya had nothing. No real job savings. No property in her name. He figured he'd walk away clean. Maybe even get some money from her since she'd been working at his company's marketing department. He was so sure he had the upper hand that he chose to hand her the divorce papers at the company Christmas party. In front of everyone. Like a power move. And Maya cried. Of course she cried. 3 years of her life. A man she thought loved her. Gone. With a signature. But here's what Daniel didn't know. 2 weeks before that party, Maya had a conversation with her father, a man named Gerald Reeves, who had quietly built a $3.2 billion real estate portfolio over 40 years. Gerald asked Maya one simple question. What do you want to do now? And Maya said, I want to buy Daniel's building. Not the house they shared. Not revenge in some dramatic way. The actual commercial building that Daniel had been renting for his business for the past 4 years. The one he always bragged about. The one he called his empire. Gerald made one call. 1. The building was listed quietly. The owner was already thinking about selling. Within 3 weeks, through a holding company nobody connected to Maya, the building was purchased. Cash. No drama. No announcement. Maya signed the divorce papers that night at the party. She wiped her tears. She drove home. And she slept like a baby. January came. Daniel got a letter. His lease was not being renewed. New ownership. Effective in 90 days. He had to vacate. He called everyone he knew trying to find out who bought it. Nobody knew. Or nobody was telling him. By March, the truth came out. It always does. A business contact connected the dots and told Daniel, the holding company that bought his building, It traced back to the Reeves family. Maya's family. The woman he had handed divorce papers to at a Christmas party. While his friends laughed. The same woman he told had nothing. Now here's the part of this story that people miss when they hear it. This wasn't just about revenge. Maya didn't buy that building to hurt Daniel. She bought it because it was a smart investment in an area that was growing fast. She bought it because her father taught her to see opportunity, not emotion. She bought it because she finally stopped hiding who she was. And Daniel. He moved his business to a smaller space across town. He's doing okay. But every time he drives past that building, his old building, her name is on the management board outside. Not in big letters. Just enough to see it. So what's the real lesson here? It's not that you need a billionaire father to win in life. Most of us don't have that. The real lesson is what Maya did with what she had. She didn't explode. She didn't beg. She didn't post angry things online. She went quiet, and she got strategic. There's a saying that goes, the loudest person in the room is usually the most scared. Daniel was loud that night. His friends were loud. Maya was quiet. And quiet people. They're not always weak. Sometimes they're just thinking 10 steps ahead. If someone has ever underestimated you, counted you out, laughed at you, or handed you your worst moment on a silver tray in front of everyone, just remember this story. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to fight back immediately. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is sign the paper. Go home and get to work. 6 months is a long time. A lot can happen. A lot can change. And the people who laughed, they always find out eventually.